we have some major development now. Remember the death of Rita Waeni Muendo that happened in TRM Drive after her body was found dismembered by a man who is police are currently doing investigations to establish the killer. Now the government have finally done what we call an autopsy into her body, and the chief government pathologist Dr. Johansen Odor has revealed that Rita Waeni's killer used a hacksaw to cut her bones and clipped off some of her fingernails so that he could hide DNA. Yes, guys, this is the news that we are just receiving on our desk today. You remember now that story of Rita Waeni, the 20-year-old girl who had got a message from Instagram from a certain man, and they planned to meet at an Airbnb in TRM Drive. Now, Ruth went to that, and Rita, sorry, went to that B&B, and unfortunately, that is where she would meet her death. And it has been quite a sad story that has been doing rounds on social media following what has been a tragic start to 2024. You remember the case of Starlet Wahoo, and yesterday police are still investigating where a body of a naked woman was found thrown into the riverbanks there in somewhere Cairo in Ruiru now. And this development now from chief pathologist Dr. Johansen, because he says that he has never witnessed anything like that, because remember now this is the same guy who was also involved looking after what happened to Jeff Murd. You remember the story of Jeff Murd? Dr. Odor was the one who did the autopsy to see what could have killed him, and now after doing all those he have done in his career, he says that he has never seen anything like this he saw, and he says that the killer knew what he was doing. I just leave you with the recording here so that you can listen to get to understand more to what the doctor had to say. But remember, the police now are on high alert, and also it has been said to people to be careful, mostly to ladies. Don't go and meet someone that you don't know, and especially with the Airbnbs being numbered as the red zones, the red codes being added on many Airbnbs. Remember now the Kasarani DCI officer Jimmy Kimari said that the Airbnb will not be allowed to run if they do not have a CCTV cameras installed. So guys, that is the latest that is happening. But now I'd like to leave you with this audio from Dr. War himself speaking on what happened to Rita Waeni. Guys, listen.
Do we have such incidences? Are they normal?
This is the first time I've come across such an incident. I've never, in my forensic life, I've never come across such incidents around. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So also maybe getting DNA material from the nails.
Yeah, we've taken, because as I told you, we found that the fingernails were clipped, but some of them were still intact. So we took the ones which are there, so that now we can see. Because many times when someone is killed, there is usually what is called lockout principle of exchange, whereby you try fighting back, and we might get some remnants of DNA of this person who did it on those fingernails that we collected, which can also assist the police. One thing also we saw is that this person who did all this also tried to clip up the fingernails for reasons which I might not be able to know. And to us as scientists, when you see fingernails clipped away, we think probably the person who tried to hide evidence, so that now we are unable to get his DNA from this victim. So we've taken samples which are going to be taken to the analyst for further analysis, so that the police, we can help the police to further try to apprehend the persons who did this. Yes.
From the look of things, from your explanation, looks like the killer understands well what he does.
Yeah, it looked like he knew what to do, because when you look at the skin looked like it was cut with a sharp object. But when you look at the bone, it was sawed off with what looked like a hacksaw. So this is a person who knew what he was doing, yes. Yeah. Her body decirculated. There was decirculation of the body at the neck, and the head was missing. There was also decirculation of the body at both legs, whereby someone cut the femur, head of femur, clean, so that now the legs were apart from the trunk. Other than that, she looked like she's someone who had lost some significant amount of blood, but this could have been after death. We've taken samples for analysis.